Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl called ONUANGE in a village of Mbadnya. This girl was so beautiful that she turned heads everywhere she went. All men automatically smiled when she was passing by. One day, this boy called Nane took her number and called her. Then one conversation led to the next, and finally, they decided to get married. They decided to get married and stay together as husband and wife. Then came the wedding planning, the marketing, and all the things that were needed for the wedding were being planned carefully. One day, the wedding came. She was so happy. She was finally off the market and finally united with the man of her dreams. They had a beautiful baby girl and named her Emade. Emade grew up so beautiful and knowledgeable. When Emade was 9 years old, her mother told her that they were going to open a provision shade in the market and that she would assist her in selling vegetables after school. After school, Emade hurried up to the market to help her mother in selling the vegetables. She was known for her good heart. While in school, Emade performed very well. She did all her assignments, she carried on all her projects, and she was loved by her teachers. She was loved by her friends. Known for her running skills, Emade represented her school in a competition out of town where she came first in the running competition, winning an athletic award for her school. Then she graduated with excellent grades alongside her friend called Munge. She grew up to be a very beautiful girl, and then after school she met a man called Nane. The man was handsome, good looking, with a kind heart. They exchanged contact. One conversation led to the next, and then they finally decided to get married. They had a simple wedding where Onyange dressed so beautifully. She was so beautiful on her wedding day that she glowed. She was finally off the market. She moved into a flat with her husband, barely surviving immediately after school. Even in the midst of survival, God blessed them with a child, a beautiful girl, whom she named Lombe. Immediately after the child was born, Nane had the chance to travel abroad to start a new life, promising Onyange that he was going to come back for her and their child. While abroad, Nane settled in with a family where he worked as a housekeeper. He prepared the meals and was an excellent chef, loved by the people. He was working for a couple who had 2 kids and were happy together. But then, a lot of things began to change. The couple's junior sister moved in with them and then began to admire Nane, for everything he did was out of goodwill, well behaved, and with a good heart. Nani also began to admire her, and then one thing led to the next, and he finally forgot about the woman whom he left at home with a child.